Prince William talks about racism, discusses and highlights racism in 2022 at unveiling of new Windrush statue. Now, members of the squad, so Prince William acknowledged racism was an all too familiar experience for black people in modern Britain during a speech to mark the unveiling of a new Windrush statue. Now, members of the squad, I want to say this, that, Prince William is very, very weird. This person is a weird person. And why am I saying this? Because Prince William, today, he says that he speaks about racism. That's fine. That's cool. I like the fact that members of the royal family are openly talking about and discussing racism. I like that 100%. I think that people should talk about, how racism completely hurts black people, people of color, mixed race people. I would like that conversation to happen, because when a conversation about race and racism happens, then we become one step closer to finding a solution about the problem of racism, the virus of racism. And members of the squad, so I like it when I see people in positions of power discussing racism. However, I do have a problem with Prince William discussing racism. Why do I have a problem with Prince William discussing racism? I think you all know why. Every single one of you know why. Because of his treatment of Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. Every single day, when Archie was racially abused by a person working at BBC, if Prince William had stood up and condemned the racism then, if Prince William stood up and condemned the racist article about, Meghan, the fact that they wrote articles about, Meghan's exotic DNA, Meghan straight out of Compton, those words with racial connotations, members of the squad. Racist comments about Meghan's exotic DNA was actually highlighted by Prince Harry in the You Can See. He talked about racism and the racist comments meant targeting Meghan. And also, it clearly, when you hear from Prince Harry, you know that Meghan also heard of those comments. She saw those comments. She read those comments, those racist comments targeting Meghan. And so, members of the squad, if Prince William had condemned the racism targeting Meghan then I would believe his words now. But for now, I don't believe his words one bit. To me, this all seems like PR. That's what it seems like, because for the royal family, the only thing that they want is PR, good press, positive press. So forgive me for saying this, because, first of all, I want to make it clear. I love that to see members of the royal family talking about racism. People like Harry, Meghan, who've seen it in real time. But people like Prince William, who has this, episodic performance moments of condemning racism. Okay, look, like this is wrong, but towards Meghan, he has no problem with it. He's never condemned any racist attacks targeting Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. Not once, not ever. Not once, not ever. He only had the audacity to say after the Oprah interview that the royal family is very much not a racist family. Prince William, what also I'm not happy about is the fact that Prince William right now, I say it's hypocritical that he's condemning racism right now and acknowledging it, because, first of all, inside the palace right now, as we speak, there is a policy, there is a law in which black people, minorities, are only hired for servants' position at the palace. The fact that Kensington Palace itself, which Prince William heads, was the only palace that failed to publish a diversity report. That's why I have a problem. This just strikes me as another performance from Prince William. Members of the squad. And let me just finish what he said. With what he said, first of all. So, the statue that they were opening, the new Windrush statue, the monument pays tribute to the thousands of people who arrived in the UK from Caribbean countries between 1948 and 1971 to help rebuild after the Second World War. It depicts a man, woman, and child in their Sunday best standing on top of suitcases and was unveiled in Waterloo Station to coincide with Windrush Day. Now, Kate Middleton also attended. The same woman who lied that the black woman had made me cry attended this unveiling of the Windrush statue. And that's why I'm saying that it's so hypocritical. Performances. These are just performances. Prince William was the one that stood there after the Oprah interview to say that, hey, look, we are very much not a racist family. Does he not study the history of his family? Does he not know that they have a policy in which minorities, black people who look like me, are only hired for servant position at the palace? Does he not know that? You can't tell me he doesn't know that. Of course he knows that. And that's why Kensington Palace failed to publish its diversity report. Because it has no diversity. It has no diversity. Now, members of the squad, I want to say this, what Prince William first of all said. Let me just finish what he said. We know without question that the Windrush generation have made our culture richer, our services stronger, and our fellow countrymen safer, Prince William said. Now, Prince William acknowledged that members of the Windrush generation faced racism and discrimination when they arrived in the UK to plug labour shortages 75 years ago, and said this still prevails today. Now, he also addressed the hurt and pain caused by the Windrush scandal. In 1971, an Immigration Act was passed giving all Commonwealth citizens already arriving living in the UK indefinite leave to remain. But due to a lack of official documentation, many were told they were in the country illegally despite living and working here for decades. This saw members of the Windrush generation held in detention centers, denied legal rights, threatened with deportation, and in some cases wrongly deported. Members of the squad. Now, William said that sadly, members of the Windrush generation were victims of racism when they arrived here, and discrimination remains an all too familiar experience for black men and women in Britain in 2022. Prince William, I have, a question. First of all, do you acknowledge the racism that Meghan went through? First of all, you've never acknowledged that while in the royal family. You've denied that at any and all costs. All at the same time, calling Meghan demeaning names. At the same time, a senior member of the royal family questioning what color will baby Archie's skin look like. But yet, we are very much not a racist family. These are performances from Prince William. It reminds me of the time where black footballers were subjected to racism in the UK. And then Prince William condemned the racism towards black footballers after they lost the Euro Cup, final. And then people reminded Prince William of the fact that he never, ever condemned racism targeting Meghan. So is one okay and the other not okay? Or is this okay and that not okay? Racism is wrong. Racism is evil, and is hell-bent on cruelty. And that is what members of the royal family, senior members of the royal family, have subjected and continue to subject Prince Harry and Meghan, especially Meghan too. The vile accusations of bullying that, alleged allegations of bullying, those bogus allegations of bullying targeting Meghan from the royal family, that in itself is an example of how the royal family has targeted Meghan and been so emotionally cruel to a pregnant woman, disregarding her feelings, emotions, and the fact that she is a human being with human rights. The royal family has completely disregarded Meghan's rights, members of the squad. And so, whenever I see Prince William, discussing racism, it's a bit hypocritical. I want to hear him discuss racism the moment he condemns the racism, the harassment of Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. That's the only time that I want to hear from Prince William, condemning racism or talking about, racism. Because if he does it right now, like he's doing it right now, the only thing that I'm reminded of is their treatment of Meghan, the black woman, the only mixed race black woman in the royal family. was chased out of the country. I want you to remember that. The only mixed race black woman, a member of the royal family, was chased out of the UK with bullying, harassment. But we are very much not a racist family. Wants to talk about racism. Okay, William, talk about it. But let's have a conversation about the racism that Meghan experienced first of all. Talk about that. Condemn that. Condemn the abuse. Condemn the racism targeting Meghan. Condemn the racism towards baby Archie and baby Lilibet. When I see articles like, hey, look, Prince William does not want Lilibet to be, baptized in the UK. When I see those kinds of articles, like Prince William is moving pieces to make sure that Lilibet isn't christened. When I see those articles, I'm like, what is different about Lilibet compared to the other royal children? Is that he's mixed race. She's mixed race. Sorry. She is mixed race. And then, members of the squad. Her mother is Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, a mixed race black woman. And time again, every single day, Meghan experiences racism from online trolls and even from Kensington Palace staff who constantly, never-endingly target Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. They gave her nicknames and they were happy to do that because their boss, Prince William, consented it. So please, William, stop these performances. These are just performances. And we see right through you. We see right through you. The world sees right through you, Prince William. You can't hide it. We see right through you. This is hypocritical. Condemn the racism towards Meghan. Condemn the racism towards Archie. Condemn the racism towards Lilibet. Members of the squad. That's what Prince William should be doing right now as we speak. Because other things that he does from now on just look like performances. And indeed, they are performances for PR. That's what he's doing. Members of the squad. Now, what do you think about all of this, members of the squad? I want to hear your opinion about everything that I've said. I want to hear your opinion about everything. It's just so hypocritical. It's so hypocritical, and I just had to talk about this. I had to talk about this 100%. Now, members of the squad, with that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for daily and consistent content, keywords daily and consistent, and stay tuned to our next video. I love you, family, always and forever. May God bless each and every single one of you and have a great, fantastic time. Have a great day and don't forget to subscribe. Love you, family. Stay tuned to our next video. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great, great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.